For years I trained relentlessly preparing for the day cell and the androids would arrive, and I even prepared for my son Trunks said to save time. I trained in the hyperbolic time chamber for many days, years, which is equivalent to a lot of time in the hyperbolic time chamber. It's thousands of years, even millions of years probably. After I was done hiding from Dr. Jero's drones, and I only let his drones see what I wanted him to see, and I had to destroy some of his miniature drones because I knew better. And then the day finally came when Dr. Jero and his androids attacked, but before that Trunks came to deliver the antidote to my heart virus, and I injected it right in front of him. But this Trunks was different. He didn't know I was immortal right now, and neither did my infant son. He just knew I was his father and the proud Saiyan king. And I said, wait son, before you go back I want to train with you. And for 4 days, which is equivalent to 4 years in hyperbolic time chamber, I trained Trunks my son, and I prepared him the worst, and I also taught him everything I knew. I taught him God Ki, and I taught him all the special techniques that I got from the dragon Shenron, and I trained him so hard that he achieved Super Saiyan Blue evolution. And then he said, I'm ready father, I'm ready to go home. And I said, go forth my son and defeat them all, and I have given you all the tools you will ever need. Do not fail everyone, and do not fail yourself. Train every day, don't let a second pass you by without training, you hear me? Never stop. You rest when you need to, but after that you get back up and you train son, you hear me? Never give up, and always do what's right and protect the innocent and stand up for what you believe in even if you're standing alone. And then I gave him Vegeta's famous speech, and I said, strength is all that matters in this world, everything else is an illusion for the weak, because a truly strong man stands about and conquers all. In that moment I felt Trunks' powers surge, and he became a Super Saiyan Blue 2, and blue lightning danced around his body, and he said, thanks father for everything. And I walked up and hugged my son, and I said, you have the powers now son to change everything. And I said, always remember son, do not fail them and do not fail yourself. Remember my words and carry them with you always through life, no matter what, you hear me? And Trunks cried and said, I will dad, I swear I'm going to bring you back to my world, I promise. And I said, good son, see that you do. And Trunks walked out with his long blue hair with a look of deadly determination, and he went home and he said, hope is coming and it's time to wake up from this nightmare of mine. Flashback ends. I was now standing in front of Dr. Jero and Android 19, and I said, hello Dr. Jero, how nice to see you again, and I saw you that day when I destroyed the Red Ribbon Army, but I deliberately kept you alive because of your genius, and now I will take what I need from you. And then Vegeta and the other Z fighters arrived. Now literally all the Z fighters are literally billions of times stronger thanks to me and my harsh training over the years. And I said, allow me to introduce to you the new and improved Z fighters. Now they will be even more powerful thanks to your new technology that I intend to replicate thanks to the genius of my wife Bulma. Brief, you may know of her, and I know all about you. Dr. Jero, world-renowned scientist and doctor specialist in cybernetics and robotics engineering, a master of medicine. You even have the perfect nanotechnology. And I said, such a waste on such a primitive base intellect for revenge against me, and you don't even understand why I did it. The Red Ribbon Army was misguided and foolish. This world will not bend to your will. Even if you make them do it, somehow they will find a way out, but I'm sure you already know that, being a genius and all. And then I said, I'm going to make you an offer now. Join the Z Fighters, Jero, join me or die, your choice. And then he laughed, and then I said, you are a fool, old man, you have no idea what you're up against. And he said, nonsense, I knew you were a genius, Goku, just like me. I calculated that you knew everything, and I prepared for you in every contingency. I had my drones follow you, and though your heightened senses allowed you to detect them, I have enough information on you to make the strongest androids. And I said, really, are you sure you have all the information you needed? And I smirked and said, something tells me you didn't prepare for everything. And then I laughed when I saw the bewildered look on his face. You do realize that your drones can't follow me everywhere, and I know a few places on Earth where they can't follow me and broadcast clear information back to you. Yes, that's right, I know your drones have a weakness because I examined them myself. Your drones have a fatal flaw due to your lack of resources, which are dwindling.